master. Play them in.
I pray now, keep below.
Where is the master boatswain?
Do you not hear? You more or labor. Keep your cabins, you do assist the storm.
Nay, good, be patient.
When the sea is hence, what cares these wars for the name of king? To cabins, silence, trouble us not.
Good, yet remember whom thou hast aboard.
None that I love more than myself. You are a counselor. You can command these elements to silence and work the peace of the present. We will not a hand more. Use your authority. If you cannot, give thanks you have lived so long, and make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischance of the hour, if it so hap. Charily! Charily, God!
I have great comfort from this boatswain. Methinks she hath no drowning mark upon her.
Down with the topmast! Yeah! Yeah! Lower! Lower! Bring her to try the main course! A plague upon this howling! They are louder than the weather or our office! Yet again! What do you hear? Shall we give o'er and drown? Have you a mind to sink?
Pox on your throats, you bawling, blasphemous, uncharitable dog!
Work you then!
Hang, cur! Hang, you insolent noisemaker! We are less afraid to be drowned than thou art!
I'll warrant her for drowning, though the ship were no stronger than a nutshell.
Lay her a hold! A hold! Set her 2 courses off to sea again! Lay her off!
The king and prince at prayers. Let's assist them, for our cases as theirs.
I am out of patience.
Mercy! Farewell, brother!
Leave.
Now would I give 1,000 furlongs of sea for an acre of barren ground, long heath, brown firs, anything. The wills above be done, but I would fain die a dry death.
Wild waters in this roar, allay them. The sky, it seems, would pour down stinking pitch, but that the sea, mounting to the welkin's cheek, dashes the fire out. I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel who no doubt had some noble creature, and it dashed all to pieces. How the cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, ere it should the good soul have swallowed in the frotting souls within her.
Be collected. No more amazement. Tell thy piteous heart there is no harm done.
Woe the day!
No harm. I have done nothing but in service of thee. Of thee, my dearest, thee, my daughter. Who art ignorant of what thou art, knowing not from whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full poor cell, and thy no greater father.
More to know did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee further. Lend thy hand. Pluck my magic garment from me. Now, lie there, my art. Wipe thine eyes. Be comforted. The direful spectacle of the wreck, which did move the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have, by such propensity of my art, so perfectly ordered that there is no soul, nay, not so much perdition as a hair, but to any creature on the vessel which thou heardst cry, which thou sawest sink. Sit down. It is time thou must know farther.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding, stay, not yet.
The hour is come. The very minute bids thee thy ear obey and be attentive. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this isle? I do not think thou canst. Then thou wast not out 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
By what? By some other house or person? Of anything, the image, tell me, that have kept within thy memory.
'Tis far off and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants. Had I not 4 or 5 women once attended me?
Thou hadst. And more, Miranda. how is it that this lives in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark, backward in abysm of time? If thou rememberest aught ere thou camest here, how thou camest here thou mayest.
But that I do not.
12 years since, Miranda. 12 years since thy father was the Duke of Milan and a prince of power.
Sir, are not you my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue. She said you were my daughter. And thy uncle was the Duke of Milan, and his heir, a princess, no worse begotten.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence, or blessed was it that we did?
Both. Both, my girl, by foul play, as they'll say, were we set hence, but blessedly hope hither.
My heart bleeds to think of the team that I have turned you to, which is, from my remembrance, please you farther.
My brother, thy uncle, called Antonio, and mark me hence, that a brother should be so perfidious. He, who next thyself of all the world I loved, and gave to manage my state, as at the time of all the signories, it was the first, and Prospero the prime duke, being so regarded in dignity and of the liberal arts without parallel. These being all my study, the government I cast upon my brother, and to my state became stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. Now thy treacherous uncle, dost thou attend me?
Sir, most heedfully.
Having once perfected the granting of suits, how to deny them, who to advance, who to trash for overstepping, new created those creatures that were mine. I say, or changed them, or newly formed them, having once the keys of officer and office, did to tune to every ear in the state that melody which pleased his ear, so that he became the ivy that hid my princely trunk and sucked all the verdure out on it. Dost thou attend?
Good sir, I do!
I pray thou heark me. I, thus neglecting worldly ends, dedicating myself to closeness and the bettering of my mind, but from such a retirement, overpricing all the popular demand, awake to my brother an evil spirit. And my trust, like a good parent, did awaken him a treachery, as great in its calumny as was my trust, which was limitless, a confidence sans bounds. He being lorded, not only with what my revenues might yield, but what my power might exact, like one that sees a truth by speaking it, made such a sinner of his memory to credit his own lie, he did believe he was indeed the Duke, out of the substitution and in all outward shows of royalty with all prerogative. Dost thou attend me?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
His ambition growing, and to have no screen betwixt the part he played and him he played it for, he needs will be absolute Milan. Me? Oh, poor man, my library was dukedom large enough. Of temporal royalties he thinks me incapable. Confederates, so lacking he was for sway, with the King of Naples, to do him homage, to give him tribute, and to bend the dukedom, yet unbound, alas, poor Milan, to unmitigated stupid.
Oh, the heavens.
Now, mark the terms and the condition, and say if this be a brother.
I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother.
Huh?
Good wombs have borne bad sons.
Huh. Well, now the conditions. This King of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens to my brother's suit, which was that he, in lieu of the premises, and of homage, and of I know not how much tribute, should hasten and hearken me and mine out of Milan, and convey the dukedom and all its honors upon my brother. Whereupon, a treacherous army levied one midnight, Antonio oped the gates of Milan, and those ministers of the business in the dead of darkness did hasten forth me and thy crying self.
Alack for pity. I, not remembering how I cried out then, will cry o'er it again. It is a hint that rings my eyes to it.
Here a little further, and I shall bring us to the present business which is upon us, without the which, for this story, were most impertinent.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded. My tale provokes the question. Dear, they durst not, so dear the love my people held for me, nor to make so bloody a mark upon the business, but with fairer colors painted their foul deeds. In few, they boarded us aboard a bark, sent us several leagues out to sea, where they had prepared a rotten carcass of a butt, nor rigged, nor tackle, sail, nor mast. The very rats instinctively had quit it. There they set us to howl to the sea, which roared to us, to howl to the wind, which, in its pity, sighed back and did us loving wrong.
What trouble was I then to you?
Oh, a cherubim. 'Twas thou that didst preserve me. Thou didst smile, infused with a fortitude from heaven, whilst I have decked the sea with drops full salt, which bore in me as I groaned under my burden, an overbearing stomach, which did cast forth what should thenceforth ensue.
How came we ashore?
By blessed providence, by one noble Neapolitan, Gonzalo, a little food we had and some fresh water, who also gave us fine garments, fresh linens, stuffs and necessaries, much of which has steadied in time. So great his virtue, knowing that I loved my books, he did furnish me of my own library with volumes that I prized above my dukedom.
Would I might but ever see that man?
Now I stand. Sit down still. Here the last of our sea sorrow. Hence we came unto this island, and I, thy schoolmaster, have made in thee more profit than other princes have that have more time for vainer hours and school teachers not so attentive.
Heavens thank you for it. Now, I pray you, sir, for still 'tis beating on my mind. Your reason for raising this storm?
No, thus far forth. By accident most strange, bountiful fortune, now my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore. I find that my zenith doth depend upon a most auspicious star, which if I do not court now, but omit, all my fortunes will ever after stoop. Now cease. Now no more questions. Thou art inclined to sleeping. It is a good dreariness. Let it be. I know thou canst not help it. Come forth now, servant. I am ready. I say, come forth, my Ariel!
All hail, grave master, great sir, hail! I come to enter thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curled cloud, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel and all her quality.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to the point the Tempest I did bade thee?
To every article. I boarded the king's ship, now in the beak, now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin I did flame amazement. Sometimes I'd divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yard, and the bowsprit would I flame distinctly, then meet and join. Jove's lightning, the precursors of the dreaded thunderclap, more momentary and sight outrunning were not. The fire and cracks of sulphurous rage most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his dread trident shake.
Oh, this were bravely done, spirit. Who is so keen, so constant that this coil did not infect his reason?
Not a soul, but felt a fever of the mad and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged into the foaming brine and quit the vessel.
Huh?
Then all afire with me. The king's son, Ferdinand, with hair upstaring, more like reeds than hair, was the first man who leaped, cried, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here!"
Oh, this was cleverly done, my spirit. But was this not near shore?
Close by, my master.
But are they Ariel safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And, as thou badest me, in troops I have dispersed them about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself, whom I left cooling of the air with sighs in an odd angle of the aisle and sitting, his arms in this sad knot.
Of the king's ship, the mariners, say how thou hast disposed, and all the rest of the fleet.
Safely in harbor is the king's ship. In the deep nook where once thou calledst me up at midnight to fetch dew from the still vexed Bermudes, there she's hid. The mariners all under hatches stowed, who, with a charm joined to their suffered labor, have I left asleep. And for the rest of the fleet, which I dispersed, they all have met again and are upon the Mediterranean float, bound sadly home for Naples, supposing they did see their king's ship wracked and his great person perish.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed, but there's more work to do. What stands the hour of the day?
Past the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time twixt 6 and now must by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed me.
How now? Moody? What is't thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Before the hour be out, no more.
I prithee, remember I have done thee worthy service, told thee no lie, made no mistakings, served without grudge or grumblings. Thou didst promise to bait me a full year.
Dost thou forget from what torment I did free thee?
No.
Thou hadst, and thinks it much to slop along the boils of the briny deep, to ride on the harsh north wind, and to do me business in the bowels of the earth when it is baked with frost.
I do not,
Thou
sir.
liest, malignant spirit. Hast thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, who with age and envy had grown into a hoop? Hast thou forgotten her?
No, sir.
Thou hast. Where was she born? Tell me that.
Sir, in Argier.
Who was she now? I must once in a month remind thee what thou hast been, which thou forgett'st. And this damned witch Sycorax, for mischiefs melodious and sorceries terrible to enter into human hearing, from Argier, as thou say, was henceforth banished. But for one thing she did, they would not take her life. Is not this so? Speak.
Aye, sir.
This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, left here by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou declarest thyself, was at that time her servant. And for thou wert a spirit too delicate to perform her earthly and abhorred commands, she, by means of her more potent ministers, did close thee up into a cloven pine, where thou didst wail away 12 years, within which space she died, and left thee there. Then was this island, save for the sun that she did litter, was not beholden to a human shape.
Yes, Caliban, her son.
Dull thing, I say, that Caliban, whom even now I keep in service. Thou dost not remember the torment that thou did have whilst thou wast imprisoned. Thou wails did waken and disturb the ears of wolves, did frighten the hearts of ever-angry bears. It was a torment to inflict upon the damned, which Sycorax could not undo. It was my magic, when I arrived, that cleft the pine and set thee free.
I thank thee, master.
And if thou murmurest more, I will cleft this oak and stick thee in its bowels till thou hast howled away 12 winters.
Pardon me, master. I will be correspondent to my command and do my spiriting gently.
Ah, dear thou. And in 2 days' time, I will set thee free.
That's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what? What shall I do?
Make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Make thyself visible to no eyes but thine and mine, unseen to all eyeballs else. Take the shape and hence come back. Go, and free thee. Awake! Oh, thou my heart, awake! Thou hast slept. Awake!
Strangeness of your story put a heaviness in me.
Well, shake it off. Come on. We must go to visit Caliban, my slave that never gives us friendly welcome.
'Tis a villain, sir, I do not love to look upon.
But as it stands, we cannot miss him. He does make our fire, fetch in our fuel, and do such offices that profit us. What hence, slave? Come forth, there's other business for thee. Thou tortoise, I say, when? Oh, fair apparition. Mark it to me, Ariel.
My lord, it shall be done.
Thou wretched slave, gut by the devil himself upon thy wicked dam! Come forth!
As wicked do as ere my mother brushed with raven's feather from unwholesome fin, drop on you both our southwest blow on ye, and blister ye all o'er.
For this, know that tonight thou shalt have cramps. Side stitches that'll stitch up thy breath. Thou shalt be more pricked than honeycombs, each one thicker than the bees that make 'em.
I must eat my dinner. This island's mine, by Sycorax my mother, which thou takes from me. When thou camest first, thou strokest me, and made much of me, would give me water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light, and how the less that burn by day and night. And then I loved thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the isle, the fresh springs, brine pits, barren place, and fertile. Cursed be I that did so. All the charms of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats, light on you. For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king. And here you sty me in this hard rock, while you do keep me from the rest of the isle.
Thou vile thing, thou poisonous servant, that stripes, not kindness, may keep. I have humanely kept thee, till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
Oh ho! Oh ho, would had been done. Thou didst prevent me. I had peopled else this isle with Calibans.
Abhorred wretch, which any print of goodness wilt not take, being capable of all ill. I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or other. I endowed thy purposes with words that made them known. And though thou did learn, had in it which good natures could not abide, therefore wouldst thou deservedly confine to this fraud, who would deserve more than a prison.
You taught me language, and my profit on't is I know how to curse. The Red Plague rid you for learning me your language.
Hag, seed, go, fetch in fuel. There ought to be other business about the island. Now, shruggst thou, malice? If thou dost not what I say, or be not quick about it, I will rack thee with old cramps, fill thy bones with aches, make thee howl, that beasts shall wonder at thy din.
No, pray thee. I must obey. His art is of such power.
Go, hence!
Come unto these yellow sands, and then take hands. Curtsied when you have, and kiss the wild waves' waste. Foot it featly here and there, and sweet sprites bear the burden. Hark, hark, the watchdogs bark. Hark, hark, I hear the strain of strutting chanticleer cry, cock-a-diddle-dow.
Where should this music be? In the air or upon the earth? It sings no more, but sure it waits upon some god of the island. Sitting on a bank, weeping again the king my father's wrack, this music crept by me upon the waters, allaying both its fury and my passion with its sweet air. But it is gone.
Full fathom
Begins
five
again.
thy father lies, of his bones are coral made, those are pearls that were his eyes, nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange. Sea nymphs hourly ring his knell, hark, now I hear them, ding-dong bell.
This ditty does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, nor no sound that the earth owes. I hear it now above me.
The vexed curtains of thy eyes cast forth, and say what thou dost see.
What is it? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about. Believe me, sir, it carries a brave form, but 'tis a spirit.
Oh no, girl, it eats and breathes and has such senses as we have such. This fellow here was in the rack. Though he's something touched with grief, that's beauty's canker. He is what could be called a goodly fellow. Yet lost all his companions and strays about to find them.
I should call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
Goes even as I willed it. Ariel, I shall free thee in 2 days for this.
Most sure, the goddess on whom these airs attend, vouchsafe my prayer may know if you remain upon this island, and some good instruction give on how I may bear myself here. My prime request, which I do last pronounce, is, oh, you wonder if you be maid or no?
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
Heavens, my language, I'm the best of them that speak this speech, for I but where 'tis spoken.
How now? The best? Oh, what wert thou if the king of Naples should hear thee speak?
Single thing, as I am now, that wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. He hears me, and that he does, I weep. Myself am Naples, but with mine eyes never since at ebb beheld the king my father's rack.
Oh, lack for mercy.
Yes, faith, and all his lords, the Duke of Milan and his brave son being twain.
The Duke of Milan and his brave daughter could control thee if and were for it.
It goes now as I spirit deemed it. They're both within each other's eyes.
A word, thou, sir. Thou dost thyself some wrong. I say a word.
Why speaks my father so ungently? This is the third man that e'er I saw, the first that I sighed for. Pity, move my father to be inclined my way.
Oh, if a virgin and your affection's not gone forth, I'll make you the queen of Naples.
Soft ye, sir, a word. As it goes, they're even now in each other's powers, but this swift business I must harsher make. For too easy to win, easy makes the prize. I say a word, sir. Thou darest a name thou owest not, and are put upon this island as a spy, to win it of me, the lord upon it.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple. If the ill spirit hath so fair a house, surely good things will strive to dwell in it.
Come. There, I shall manacle thy neck and knees together. Salt water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be the fresh brook mussels, knotted roots, and the huts whereas acorns doth dwell.
No.
Come!
I will resist such entertainment till mine enemy has more power.
Beseech you, father, make not too rash a trial of him, for he's gentle and not fearful.
How now, my foot, my tutor? Canst thou, foolish girl? You, sir, raise thy weapon up. Oh, wouldst thou the challenge such but will not answer so full of guilt thy soul is? Sir, come from thy guard. I can make thy limbs weak and thy weapon drop.
Beseech you, father!
Hang not upon my garment!
Sir, have pity. I'll be a surety.
Silence! Another word, and I shall chide thee, if not hate thee. What thinkst thou of him? A martyr for a traitor, foolish girl? Thinkst thou there art no finer shape than him, having seen but he and Caliban? Oh, girl, to most the world this is a Caliban, and he to they are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambitions to see a goodlier man.
It works. Come, sir, your limbs are in thy infancy and will not strengthen.
So they are. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. My father's loss, the wrack of all my friends, this man's threats to whom I am subdued are but light to me. Might I but once a day behold my prison, behold this maid. All corners else of the earth let liberty make use of. Space enough have I in such a prison.
It goes. Come! Spirit, hearken, and I shall free thee shortly for this. Say what else thou wilt do for me.
Be of comfort, sir, for my father's of a better nature than he appears by speech. This is unwonted which now came from him.
Thou shalt be free as mountain air if thou do exactly as I say.
To the syllable!
You, come you, sir, follow. Speak not for him.
beseech you, sir, be merry, for you have cause, so have we all, of joy. For our escape is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is common. Every day some sailor's wife, the masters of some merchant, and the merchant have just our theme of woe. But for the miracle, I mean our preservation, few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace.
He receives comfort like cold porridge.
The visitor will not give him more so.
Oh, look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by, it will strike.
Sir,
Ding! One, tell.
when every grief that's entertained, that's offered, comes to the entertainer,
$1?
dollar comes to him indeed. You have spoken truer than you purposed.
You have taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore, my lord,
By, what a spendthrift is he of his tongue.
I prithee spare.
well, I have done, but yet,
Oh, he will be talking.
Which of he or Adrian for a good wager first begins to crow?
Oh, the old cock.
The cockerel.
Done. The wager?
A laughter.
A match.
Though this island seems to be desert,
Ha ha ha.
So you're paid.
uninhabitable and almost inaccessible,
Yet?
He could not miss it.
it needs be of most sincere, tender, and delicate temperance.
Temperance was a delicate woman.
Aye, and a subtle, as he most learnedly delivered.
The air breathes upon us most sweetly here.
Oh, as if it had lungs and rotten ones.
Or as if 'twere perfumed by a fen. Oh!
here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live.
Of that there's none, or little.
He
How
misses-
lush and lusty the grass looks, how green.
It is indeed tawny.
It does but have an eye of green in it.
Ah, he misses not much.
No, he does but miss the truth totally.
But the rarity of it is, which is almost beyond credit,
As many vouched rarities are.
that our garments, being as they were, drenched in the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and glosses, being rather new dyed than stained with salt water.
If but one of his pockets could speak, would it not say he lies?
Aye, or very falsely pocket up his report.
Methinks our garments are now as fresh as they were when we put them on first in Afric, at the marriage of Claribel, the king's fair daughter, to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage indeed, and we prosper well in our return.
Tunis was never graced before with such a paragon to their queen.
Not since Widow Dido's time.
Widow? A pox of that. How came that widow in Widow Ditto?
Oh, what if he had said widower Aeneas too? Good Lord, how you take it.
Widow Dido, said you. You make me study. The widow was of Carthage.
This Tunis, sir, was Carthage.
Carthage.
I assure you, Carthage.
His word is more than the miraculous harp.
Oh, he raises the walls and houses too.
What impossible matter will he make easy next?
I think he might take the island in his pocket and give it his son for an apple.
Oh, and taking the kernels of that, put them in the sea and bring forth more islands.
Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as they were at Tunis, at the marriage of your daughter, who is now queen.
And the rarest that e'er came there.
Bait, I beseech you, Widow Ditto.
Oh, Widow Ditto? I, Widow Dido!
Sir, it is not my doublet as fresh as it was, I mean, of a sort,
That sort was well fished for.
when I wore it at your daughter's marriage.
You cram these words into mine ears at the stomach of my sense. Would that I had never married my daughter there, for in coming thence my son is lost. And in my rate she too, who is now so far from Italy removed, I ne'er may see her again. Oh, thou mine heir of Naples and Milan, what strange fish has made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod above the waves, and most with fungal enmity that met him. And he oared himself with his good arms in lusty stroke to the shore, where o'er his wave-worn basis it bowed, seeming to meet him. I have no doubt, sir, he came alive to land.
No. He's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss.
Prithee, peace!
I fear may have lost your son forever. The Milan and Naples have more widows in them than we bring men to comfort them. The fault is your own.
There's dearest of the loss. My lord Sebastian, the truth you speak doth lack some gentleness, and the time to speak it in. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster.
Very well.
And most surgeonly.
It is foul weather in us all, good sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul weather.
Very foul.
Had I a plantation on this isle, my lord,
He'd sow it with nettle seed.
Or docks or mallows.
and were king on it, what would I do?
Escape being drunk for want of wine.
In the Commonwealth, I would, by contraries, execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit. No name of magistrate, letters should not be known, riches, poverty, the use of service, none. Succession, contract, born, bound to land, tilth, vineyard, none. No use of metal, corn, wine, or oil, no occupation, all men idle all. And women too, but innocent and pure, no sovereignty.
Yet he would be king on it?
The latter end of his commonwealth knows not the beginning.
All things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine would I not have, but nature should bring forth of its own kind all foison, all abundance to feed my innocent people.
No marrying among his subjects.
On, man, all idle, nuns and friars.
I would with such perfection govern to excel the golden age.
Oh, save his majesty!
Long live Gonzalo!
And do you mark me, sir?
I prithee, no more. Thou dost speak nothing to me.
I do well believe you, Highness, and did it to minister occasion to these gentlemen, who are of such nimble and sensible lungs that they always used to laugh at nothing.
Sir, 'twas you we laughed at.
Who, in this kind of merry fooling, am nothing to you. So you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
Oh! Oh, what a blow there was given! Oh!
Oh, and it had not fallen flat long.
You are a gentleman of brave mettle, and would lift the moon out of her sphere should she continue in it for 5 weeks without changing.
We would so, and then all go a bat fouling.
Tweet, tweet, tweet! Oh. Nay, good sir, be not angry.
No, I'll warrant you. I'll not adventure my discretion so weakly. But do you laugh me asleep? For I am very heavy.
Go, sleep, and hear us. Ha 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 ha.
What's this? All asleep so soon. I wish my eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find they are trying to do so.
Pray you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow. When it doth, it is a comforter.
Sleep. We too will guard your person and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It's the quality of the climate.
Why doth not then our eye did sink? I feel not disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together all as by consent. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. What might? Oh, worthy Sebastian, what might? Ah, no more. And yet, methinks I see in thy face what thou shouldst be.
Huh?
The occasion speaks to thee. My strong imagination sees a crown dropping on thy head.
What? art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
I do, and 'tis a sleepy language. Thou speakest out of thy sleep, with eyes wide open, standing, moving, speaking, yet so fast asleep.
Noble Sebastian, thou lett'st thy fortune sleep, die rather, wink'st whilst thou art waking.
Oh, thy snore distinctly. There's meaning to thy snores.
I'm more serious than my custom. You must be so too, if heed me, which to do so trebles the oar.
Here I am standing water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Prithee, say on, the setting of thine eye and cheek proclaim a matter from thee.
Thus, sir, though this fool of weak remembrance hath here almost persuaded the king his son's alive, 'tis as impossible that he's undrowned as he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he is undrowned.
Oh, but out of that no hope, what great hope have you?
He's
Will you
gone.
grant me?
He's gone.
Then tell me, who is the next heir of Naples?
Clarabelle.
She that is queen of Tunis.
What stuff is this? How sayest thou? 'Tis true, my brother's daughter is queen of Tunis, so is she heir of Naples. Twixt which regions, there is some space.
A space whose every cubit seems to cry out, how shall that Clarabelle measure us back to Naples? Keep in Tunis and let Sebastian wake. Say this were death that now befalls them. I mean, they're no worse than now they are. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What a sleep were this for your advancement. Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And how does your content tender your good fortune?
I remember that you did supplant your brother Prospero.
True. Look how well my garments sit upon me now. Much feeter than before. For then my brother's servants were my fellows. Now they are my men.
But for your conscience.
Oh, aye, where lies that? 'Twere a kibe 'twould put me in a slipper, but I feel not this deity in my bosom. Here lies your brother. No better than the earth he lies upon. If he were that which now he's like, that's dead, whom I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, could lay to bed forever.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou goddess Milan, so I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from the tribute which thou payest. And I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together. When I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo?
Oh, but one word.
My master through his art foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, and sends me forth, or else his project dies to keep them living. While you here do snoring lie, open-eyed conspiracy his time doth take. If of life you keep a care, shake off slumber and beware. Awake, awake.
Sudden.
Nay, good angels, preserve the king! Awake? Why are you drawn? Wherefore this ghastly looking? What's the matter?
Even now, while we were securing your repose, we heard a hollow burst of bellowing like wolves, or rather, lions. Did it not wake you? It shook mine ears most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, it was a din to fright a monsters here. Why, 'twas the herd of a whole grouping of lions.
Heard you this, Gonzalo? Upon mine honor, sir, I heard a humming, and a strange one, too, that did wake me. I cried, sir, and waked you. As mine eyes opened, I saw their weapons drawn. There was a noise, that's verily. 'Tis best we put upon our guard, or that we should quit this place. Let's draw our weapons. Lead off this ground, that we may further our search for my poor lost son. Heavens keep him from these beasts, for he is sure on the island. Lead away.
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done. So, king, go safely on to seek thy son.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from fens, flats, bogs, on Prosper fall and make him by inch meal a disease. His spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. But they'll nor pinch me, fright me with urchin shows, no lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way unless he bid 'em. And for every trifle are they set upon me. Sometimes like apes that do moo and chatter at me and after bite me. Sometimes am I all wound with adders who with cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Lo, now lo, here comes a spirit of his, and to torment me for bringing my wood in slowly. I'll fall flat. Perchance he will not mind me.
Oh, here's neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. Oh, and another storm's a brewing. I hear it sing in the wind. Yon same black cloud, yon huge one, looks like a foul bomber that would shed his liquor. And if it should thunder as it did before, oh, I know not where to hide my head. Yon same cloud can't help but fall by the pailfuls. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. He smells like a fish. A very ancient and fish-like smell. Right in England, as I once was, where would this strange beast make a man? Any strange monster there makes a man. Strange fish. His legs, like a man. His fins, like arms. Warm on my trough, I will now let loose my opinion, hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that have lately suffered a thunderbolt. Oh, alas, the storm has come again. My best way is to creep under his gabardine. There are no other shelters hereabout. Oh, misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I will shroud myself here to the dregs of the storm. Be past!
I shall no more to see, shall I die ashore. Oh, this is a very scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. But here's my comfort. The master, the swabber, the boatswain, and I, the gunner and his mate, loved more Meg Marian and Marjorie, but none of us cared for Kate. For she had a tongue with a tang, would cry to a sailor, "Go hang!" this is a scurvy tune too. But here's my comfort.
Do not torment me. Oh!
And now, have we devils here? Ah? I have not escaped drowning to be afeard of your 1, 2, 3, 4 legs.
The spirit torments me. Oh!
This is some monster of the Isle with 4 legs. If I can keep him tame, get to Naples with him, recover him, he shall make a present for any emperor that ever trod on neat's leather.
Do not torment me, prithee. I'll bring my wood home faster.
I'll not take too much for him. He shall pay for him that hath him, and that soundly.
Thou dost me yet but little hurt. I know thou wilt anon. Now prosper works upon thee.
Come, here's that which will give language to you, cat. Open your mouth. Ah. You cannot tell who's your friend. Open your taps again.
I should know that voice. It should be. But no, he's drowning and feeds on devils. Oh, defend me!
4 legs and 2 voices. Most delicate monster. His forward voice is to speak well of his friend, but his backward voice is to utter foul speeches and to detract. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his ague. Come! Amen! Amen! I shall pour some in thy other mouth.
Stefano!
Doth thy other mouth call me? Mercy! Mercy, this is a devil and no monster!
Stefano!
I will leave him. I have no long spoon!
If thou beest Stefano, speak to me and touch me. It is thy friend Trinculo. Be not afeard. Thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I'll pull thee by the lesser legs. If any be Trinculo's legs, these are they. How camest thou to be the siege of this moon calf? Can he vent Trinculos?
I thought he was dead by a thunderstroke. And art thou not drowning, Stefano? I hope now that thou art not drowning. Is the storm overblown? I hid me under the dead moon calf, escape a deed out of fear of the storm. And art thou not living, Stefano? Thou art living. Oh, that to the Neapolitan skate!
Oh, prithee, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
These be fine things, and if they be not sprites, that's a brave god and bears celestial liquor. I will kneel to him.
Oh, but how didst thou escape? How camest thou hither? Swear by this bottle, how camest thou hither? I was escaping upon a butt of sack, which was thrown overboard. Come, swear by this bottle, which I did make of mine own 2 hands when I was cast ashore.
I'll swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly.
Come, swear how thou escapedst.
Swim ashore, man, like a duck. I can swim like a duck. I'll be sworn.
Come, kiss the book. Though thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose.
Oh, Stefano, hast thou any more of this?
Oh, but, man, it is in my cellar by the seaside. Now, Mooncalf, how does thine ague?
Hast thou not dropped from the heaven?
Out of the moon, I do assure thee. I was the man in the moon when time was.
Oh, I have seen thee and her, and I do adore thee. And my mistress showed me thee, and thy dog, and thy bottle.
Come, swear to that. I'll furnish it anon with new content. Swear.
Oh, but this good light is a very shallow monster indeed. I afeard of him? Very weak monster. And man of the moon? Most poor credulous monster. Well-drawn monster, in good sooth.
I'll show thee every fertile inch of the island. I will kiss thy foot. I prithee, be my god.
Come down and swear.
Oh, by this light. Oh, a most perfidious, drunken monster. When God's asleep, he'll rob his bottle.
I'll kiss thy foot. I'll pledge myself thy true subject.
Oh, I should laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster, most scurvy monster I could find in my heart to beat him.
Come, kiss.
What? This poor monster's in drink. Ugh. An abominable monster. Ugh. Oh.
I'll show thee every fertile inch. I'll fish for thee and pluck thee berries and get thee wood enough. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll bear him no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man.
By this good light, to call a wondrous man out of a poor drunkard, a ridiculous monster.
I prithee, let me bring thee where the crabs grow, and I with my long nails will dig thee pignuts, show thee the jay's nest, and instruct thee how to snare the nimble marmoset. Wilt thou go with me?
Indeed, but prithee, without any more talking.
Oh.
Shake you low. All our company else being drowned, we shall inherit here. Yeah, bear my bottle a little while. We'll furnish it anon with new contents.
Farewell, master. Farewell. Farewell.
A howling drunken monster.
No more dams I'll make for fish, no fetching, firing, at requiring, no scrape trencher, no wash dish, ban, cacao ban, has a new master, get a new man! Freedom.
Huh?
High day, freedom, high day, freedom!
There be some sports are painful. Their labor, delight in them sets off. Some baseness is nobly undergone, and most poor tasks point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious, but the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and turns my labors into pleasures. She is 10 times more gentle than her father's crabbed, and he is composed of harshness. I must remove some 1,000 of these logs and pile them up upon some sore injunction. My mistress weeps to see me work, and says such baseness had never like executor. I forget, but give these sweet thoughts to even refresh my labor, most busiest as I do. Oh,
Alas, pray you, work not so hard. I would the lightning had burnt up those logs you were enjoined to pile. Pray, set it down and rest you. When it burns, we'll weep for having wearied you. My father is hard at study. Pray, rest yourself. He's safe for these 3 hours.
noble mistress, the sun will set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down, I'll bear your logs the while. Pray, let me carry this to the pile.
No, precious creature, I had rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonor undergo while I sit lazy by.
It would become me as well as it would become you, and I should do it with much more ease, for my goodwill is towards it, and yours is against it.
Poor worm, thou art infected. This visitation shows it.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis fresh morning with me when you are by at night. I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayer. What is your name?
Miranda. My father, I broke your heads to say so.
Admired Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Full many a woman I have eyed with best regard, and many a time the harmony of their tongues hath into bondage brought my too diligent ear. For several virtues have I liked several women, but none with no full soul, but some defect in her did quarrel with her noblest grace that she owed and put it to a foil. But you, oh you, so perfect and peerless, are created of every creature's best.
I do not know another of my sex, no women's face remember, save for my glass my own. Nor do I know many that I may call man, except for you, good friend, and my father. How features are abroad I am skilless of, save for my modesty, the jewel in my dower. I would no other companion in the world but you, nor can my imagination form any shape other than to like of. But I prattle on tirelessly, and my father's precepts I do forget.
I am, in my condition, a prince, Miranda. I do think a king. I would not so, and would no more endure this wooden slavery than to suffer the flesh fly below my mouth. Hear my soul speak. The very instant I saw you did my heart fly to your service. There it resides, making me slave to it. For your sake am I this patient log man.
Do you love me?
Oh, heavens. Oh, earth bear witness to this sound, and crown what I profess with kind event if true. If, hallelujah, invert that which bodes me to mischief. I, beyond all limit of what else in the world, do love, prize, honor you.
I should not weep at what I am glad of.
A rare meeting of two most rare affections. Heavens rain grace upon what breeds between them.
Wherefore weep you?
At my unworthiness, which dare not offer what I desire to give, much less take what I shall die to want. This is trifling, and all the more it seeks to hide itself the bigger bulk it shows. Hence, bashful cunning and prompt me plain and holy innocence. I am your wife, if you will marry me. If not, I'll die your maid. Your fellow you may deny me, but I'll be your servant whether you will or no.
My mistress, dearest, and I thus humble ever.
My husband, then.
Aye, with a heart as willing as bondage ere a freedom. Here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in it. Now farewell till half an hour hence.
1,000.
As glad as them at this, I cannot be. They're surprised withal. But my rejoicing in nothing may be more. All to my book. For yet, ere supper time, I must do much business appertaining.
Tell not me, when the butt is out, we will drink water and not a drop before. Servant monster, drink to me.
Servant monster? The folly of this island. Now, they say there are but 5 upon this isle, and we make 3 of them. If the other 2 be brained like us, the state totters.
Servant monster, drink when I bid thee. Thy eyes are almost set in thy head.
Where else should they be set if not in his head? Oh, he'd make a brave monster if they were set in his tail.
Ah, my man monster hath almost drowned his tongue in sack. Thou shalt be my lieutenant, monster, or my standard.
Your lieutenant, if you list, he's no standard.
Monsieur Monster, we will not run.
You go neither. You lie like dogs that say nothing, neither.
Come, mooncalf. Speak once in thy life if thou beest a good mooncalf.
How does thy honor? Let me lick thy shoe. I'll not serve him, he's not valiant.
Oh, thou liest, most ignorant monster. Oh, you mean case the just or constable? Wilt thou lie, telling but a monstrous lie, being but half a fish and half a monster?
Lo, how he mocks me! Wilt thou let him, my lord?
Lord, quoth he. Oh, that a monster should be such a natural.
Lo, again bite him to death, I prithee.
Trinculo! Keep a good tongue in your head. If you prove a mutineer, the next tree, the monster's my subject, and he shall not suffer indignity.
I thank my noble lord. Wilt thou be pleased to hearken once again to the suit I made to thee?
Marry will I. Kneel and repeat it. I shall stand, so shall Trinculo.
Why, as I told thee before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer, that by his cunning hath cheated me of the island.
Thou liest!
Thou liest, thou jesting monkey, thou! I prithee give him blows. I do not lie.
Trinculo, interrupt his tale no further, or by this hand I shall supplant some of your teeth.
Why? I did nothing.
Mum, then, and no more. Proceed.
I say by sorcery he got this island. From me he got it. If thy greatness will, revenge it on him, for I know thou darest, but this thing dare not.
That's most certain. But how then shall this be compassed? Canst thou bring me to the party?
Oh, yea, my lord. I'll yield him thee asleep. There thou mayest brain him.
Thou liest! Thou canst not!
What abides any this, thou scurvy patch? I do not lie. I do beseech my master, give him the blows, and take his bottle from him.
Trinculo! Interrupt the monster one word further, and by this hand I shall make a stockfish of thee.
But I said nothing. Oh, I'll go stand further off.
Didst thou not say he lied?
Thou liest!
Oh, do I so? Well, take thou that! As thou likest this, give me the lie another time.
I did not say the lie. Out of your wits, and hearing too. A pox on your bottle. This can sack and drinking do. And your rain on your monster, and the devil take thy fingers.
Right. Proceed in your tale. Stand further off.
Beat him enough. After a while, I'll beat him too.
Stand further! Proceed.
Why? As I told thee before, 'tis a custom with him in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayst brain him, having first possessed his books, or batter his skull with the log, or pot him with the stake, or cut his weasand with thy knife, having first possessed his books. For without them he is but a sot, as I am, and hath not one subject to command. Burn but his books. And that most deeply to consider is the beauty of his daughter. He himself calls her a nonpareil. I never saw a woman, but Sycorax my dam, and she far surpasseth Sycorax, as greatest does least.
Well, is it so brave, alas?
Oh, aye, my lord. She will bring thee forth brave brood, I warrant.
Monster. I shall kill this man and his daughter, and I shall be king and queen. Save our graces. Then yourself and Trinculo shall be viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, Trinculo?
Excellent!
Oh, give me thy hand, Trinculo. I'm sorry I beat thee. As long as thou livest, keep keep a good tongue in your head.
Within this half hour will he be asleep. Wilt thou do the murder then?
Aye, on mine honor.
This will I tell my master.
Thou makest me merry. I am full of pleasure.
Let us sing, Trinculo. Flautum
And Scoutum!
and flautum,
And Scoutum!
thought is free.
That's not the tune.
Oh, now, what is this same?
It's the tune of our catch, played by the picture of nobody.
If thou beest a man, come forth in thy likeness. If thou beest a devil, take it as thou list.
Oh, forgive me my sins!
Oh, he that dies pays all debts. Mercy be upon us.
Art thou afeard?
What? No, not I.
Be not afeard. The isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that if I then had waked would make me sleep again. And then, in dreaming, methought the clouds would open and show riches ready to drop upon me. And when I'd waked, I'd cried to dream again.
This shall prove a brave kingdom for me, where I shall have my music for nothing.
When Prospero is destroyed,
Aye, that shall be by and by. I remember the plot.
But the sound of the song, it goes away. Let's follow it and after do our work.
Lead the way, monster. Wilt thou come, Trinculo?
I'll follow Stefano.
By your lakin, I can go no further, sir. My old bones ache. Here's a maze trod indeed of forthrights and meanders. By your patience, I need must rest me.
Old lord, I cannot blame you. But myself attached with weariness to the dulling of my spirits. Sit down and rest. Even here will I put off my hope, and keep it no longer for my flatterer. He is drowned, whom thus we stray to find. The sea mocks our frustrate search on land. Well, let him go.
I'm right glad he's out of hope. Do not for one repulse forgo the purpose to which you did effect.
We will take our next advantage throughly.
Let it be tonight, for now they are pressed with travel and cannot nor will not use such vigilance as when they are fresh.
No more. I say tonight.
What harmony is this? Good friends, hark!
Marvelous sweet music.
Give us kind keepers. Heavens, what were these?
A living drollery. Now I will believe that there are unicorns, and that in Arabia there is a phoenix reigning at this hour now.
I'll believe them both. And what does else want credit come to me, and I'll be sworn 'tis true. Travelers ne'er did lie, though fools at home condemned them.
If in Naples I should report this now, would they believe me? If I should say I saw such islanders, for certes these are people of the island. Though they are monstrous of shape, yet note their manners are more gentle and kind than of our human generation. You shall find many, nay, almost any.
Honest lord, you have said well. For there is some of you there present that are worse than devils.
I cannot too much muse such shape, such gesture, such sound, expressing, for want of a tongue, some excellent dumb discourse.
praise in departing.
They vanished strangely.
It don't matter since they leave their vines behind, for we have stomachs. Would it not please you to taste some of it?
Not I.
Faith, good sir, you need not fear.
I will stand to and feed. Though it matters not. Be my last, I believe the best is past. My brother, my lord the Duke, stand to and do as we.
You three are men of sin, whom destiny that hath to instrument this lower world and what is in it, the never surfeited sea hath caused to belch up you. And on this island which man doth not inhabit, you mongst men being most unfit to live. I have made you mad, and even with such like valor men hang and drown their proper selves. You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of fate. The elements of whom your swords are tempered may as well wound the loud winds, or with bemocked axe stabs kill the still closing waters as diminish one dow that's in my plume. My fellow ministers are like invulnerable. If you could harm, your swords are now too massy for your strengths and will not be uplifted. But remember, for that's my purpose unto you, that you three from Milan did supplant good Prospero, exposed unto the sea which hath requited him and his innocent child, for which foul deed the powers delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores, yea, all the creatures to stand against your peace. Thee of thy son they have bereft, Alonso, and do pronounce by me lingering perdition worse than any death can be at once, shall step by step attend you and your ways, whose wraths to guard you from, which here in this most desolate isle else falls upon your heads, is nothing but heart sorrow and a clear life ensuing.
Oh, most bravely was this the image of this harpy performed, my Ariel. My high charms work! And these mine enemies are all bound up in their distractions. They now are in my power. And in this state, I'll leave them. Whilst I go to visit Ferdinand, whom I believe is drowned in his and my love darling.
In the name of something holy, why stand you in such strange stare?
Which was monstrous. Monstrous. Methought the billows did speak it to me. The wind sang. But the thunder, oh, that deep and dreadful organ pipe did pronounce the name of Prospero. It did base my trespass. Therefore, my son in the ooze is bedded. I shall seek him. Deeper than e'er plummet sounded. And there with him lie mudded.
Oh, but one fiend at a time. I'll take their legions o'er.
I'll be thy second.
All three of them are desperate. Their great guilt, like poison made to work a great time after, now begins to bite their spirits. I must follow them swiftly, and hinder them from what this ecstasy may provoke them to.
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends. For I have given you here a third of mine own life, or that for which I live, which here again I tender to thy hand. All thy vexations were but the trials of thy love, which, strangely, thou hast stood the test. Here afore heaven I ratify this, my rich gift. Oh, Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I praise her. For you shall find She will outstrip all praise and make it stop behind her.
And you believe it against an oracle.
Then, as my gift and thy acquisition worthily purchased, take thou my daughter.
As I hope for quiet days, fair issue, long life, with love such as 'tis now, the murkiest den, the most opportune place, the strongest suggestion our worser genius can, shall never melt my honor into lust and take away the edge of that day's celebration.
Is fairly spoken. Sit, talk with her, she is thine. Ariel, my industrious spirit. Ariel!
What would my potent master? Here I am.
Thou and thy meaner fellows, your last service did worthily perform. And I must use you for such another trick. Go bring the rabble, over which I give thee power. Here to this place. Bid them to incite them to speedy motion, for I must perform before the eyes of this young couple some vanity of my art. It is my promise. They expected it.
Presently,
Aye, with a twink.
before you can say come and go or blink twice and cry so, each one tripping o'er his toe will be here with mop and mow. Do you love me, master? No.
Dearly, my dainty Ariel. Do not come till thou dost hear me call.
Well, I conceive.
Look thou. Do not give dalliance too much the rein. The strongest oaths are straw to the fire and the blood. Be more abstemious, or good night thy vow.
I warrant you, sir, the white cold virgin snow on my heart abates the ardor of my liver.
Well, come now, my Ariel. Bring a corollary rather than want to spirit. Come! No tongue, eyes only, silence.
Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich lees of wheat, rye, barley, oats, vetches, and peas, thy turfy mountains where live the nibbling sheep, whose shadow the dismissive bachelor loves, being last lorn, thy pole-clipped vineyards, thy sea marge, sterile and rocky hard, where thou thyself dost err, queen of the sky, whose watery arch and messenger am I. Bids thee leave these, and by your sovereign grace, here, on this grass plot, in this very place, to come and sport. Her peacocks fly amain, approach, rich Ceres, hers to entertain.
Pale, many-colored messenger, who ne'er dost disobey the wife of Jupiter, who with thy saffron wings upon my flowers diffusest honey drops, refreshing showers, with both end of thy blue bow dost crown my bosky acres and unshrubbed down, rich scarf to my proud earth. Why hath thy queen summoned me hither to this short-grassed green?
A contract of true love to celebrate, and some donation freely to estate upon the blessed lovers.
Tell me, heavenly bow, does Venus and her son, as thou dost know, now attend the queen, since they did plot the means that dusky dis my daughter got? I have forsworn her and her blinded boys scandaled company.
Of her company, be not afraid. I met her deity cutting the clouds towards Paphos, her son, dove drawn behind her. Here thought they to have done some wanton charm upon the man and maid, whose vows are that no bed right shall be paid until Hymen's torch be lighted, but in vain. Mars' hot minion is returned again. His waspish-headed son has broke his arrows, swears he will shoot no more, but play with sparrows, and be a boy right out.
Highest queen of state, great Juno comes. I know her by her gait.
How does my bounteous sister? Go with me and bless this twain, that they may prosperous be and honored in their issue. Honor, riches, marriage, blessing, long continuance and increasing hourly joys be still upon you. Juno sings her blessings on you.
Us increase and foys in plenty, barns and garners never empty, vines with clustering bunches growing, plants with goodly burdens bowing, spring come to you in the farthest, at the very end of harvest.
most majestic vision and harmonious charmingly. May I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits, which I have called from their confines to do my present fancies.
I may remain here ever. So rare a wondred father and a wise makes this place paradise.
Sweet, now silence. I almost forgot the plot of the foul beast Caliban and his companions. The hour of their plot is almost nigh. Oh, well done.
Strange, some passion works your father strongly.
Never till this day saw I him touched with anger so distempered.
You to look, my son, as one in a moved sort, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, yea, all which it inherit shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Sir, I'm vexed, bear with my weakness, my old brain is troubled. Be not disturbed by my infirmity. If you be pleased, retire unto my cell, there repose a while. A turn or two I will walk to ease my throbbing mind.
We wish you peace.
Come with a thought. Thank thee, Ariel.
Thy thoughts I cleave to. What's thy pleasure?
We must prepare to meet with Caliban.
Aye, my commander.
Say again, where dost thou leave these varlets?
As I told you, sir, they were red hot with drinking. So full of valor that they smote the air for breathing in their faces, beat the ground for kissing of their feet, yet always bending towards their purpose. Then I beat my tabor, at which, like unbacked colts, they pricked their ears, advanced their eyelids, lifted their noses as they smelt music. So I charmed their ears, that, calf-like, they my lowing followed through toothed briar, sharp furzes, pricking gorse, and thorns which entered their frail shins. At last, I left them in the filth-mantled pool beyond your cell. There dancing up to the chin that the foul lake o'erstuck their feet.
Oh, this were well done, my bird. Now thy shape invisible retain thou. The trumpery in my house, bring it here for stale to catch these thieves.
I go.
A devil, a born devil, on whose nature and nurture can never stick, on whom all my human aches, all gone, quite gone. And as with age his body uglier grows, how his mind cankers. I will plague them all, even to roaring. Here, lay them on the line.
Pray you, tread softly that the blind mole may not hear a footfall. We are now near his cell.
Monster, your fairy, which you say is a harmless fairy, hath here done little better than played the jack with us.
Monster, I do but smell all horse piss, which does my nose a great indignation.
Oh, and mine as well. Oh, if I should take a displeasure against you, monster, look you.
Oh, thou art a lost monster.
Oh, good, my lord. Give me thy favor still. For the prize I shall bring you to will hoodwink this mischance. Therefore speak softly. All is hushed as midnight yet.
But to lose our bottles in the pool.
Oh, monster, there's not only disgrace in that, but an infinite loss.
That's worse to me than my wetting. Oh, this is your harmless fairy, monster.
I'll fetch off my bottle, though I your ears for my labor!
Prithee, my lord, be patient. This is the mouth of the cell. I prithee enter and do that good deed which may make this island thine forever. For I, thy Caliban, for aye, thy footlicker.
Give me thy hand, monster. I do begin to have bloody thoughts.
King Stephano. Here, worthy Stephano. Look at the wardrobe set for thee.
Oh, let it alone, thou fool. It is but trash.
Oh, we know what belongs to a frippery monster.
Put off that gown, Trinculo. By this hand, I'll have that gown.
What do you mean to dote thus on such luggage? Let it alone and do the murder first. Oh, if he is to catch us from crown to toe, he'll fill our skin with pinches, make us strange stuff.
Oh, be you quiet, monster. Mistress Line, is not this my jerkin? Now's my jerkin. Underline. Thou would like to become a bull jerkin.
Oh, do. We'll steal by line and level. Oh, and it like your grace.
I thank thee for that jest. Here's a garment for it, which shall not go unrewarded when I am king of this country.
Oh, monster, I'll put some lime upon your fingers and away with the rest.
I will have none on it. We will be turned to barnacles or to apes.
Ah, come, monster, bear you this.
Oh, and this.
Aye, and this.
Oh, and this.
Charge down, my goblins! And grind up their joints with dry convulsion! Shorten up their sinews with aged cram! And let them be more sputtered than the Fleet or Cato Mountain! Let them be hunted soundly. Now in this hour stand at my power all mine enemies. Shortly shall my trials end, and thou shalt have the air of freedom. Follow me but a little more and obey. My project comes almost to a head. My charms break not, my spirits obey, and time himself goes upright in his carriage. What is the day?
In the 6th hour, at which time, my lord, you said our work should cease.
I did say so, when first I called the Tempest. Say thou, spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
Confined together, in the same fashion as you gave in charge. They're all prisoners, sir, in the Lime Grove which weather fens your cell. They cannot budge till your release. The king, his brother, and yours, all three abide distracted. The remainder, mourning over them, brimful of sorrow and heart's dismay. Chiefly, sir, him that you termed the good old Lord Gonzalo. His tears run down his beard like winter's drops from eaves of reeds. Your charms so strongly worksome that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, sir, were I human.
And mine shall. Hast thou but are but e'er a touch, a taste of their afflictions, and show not I, one of their kind that relish show as sharply passion they, be not more moved of it than thee? Of their high faults I am struck to the quick, but of my higher reason against my fury do I now take part. Stranger actions virtue than in vengeance. They being penitent, I find, the full thrust of my business, not a frown further. Go free them, Ariel. I'll break the spell. Restore their senses, they shall be themselves again.
I'll fetch them, sir.
You elves of hills, brooks, open lakes, and groves, and you that on the shore do printless chase the ebbing Neptune and do fly him when he comes back. You demi-puppets that by moonlight do the green sour ringlets make whereof the yew bites not. And you, whose pastime is to make midnight mushrooms and praise the solemn curfew. Who by my aid, weak masters though you be, I have behid the noontime sun, called forth the rebellious winds. To the rattling thunder have I given fire, and cleft Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. The strong promontory have I made shake, and from the spurs lifted up the pine and cedar. Betwixt the azure vaulted sky made roaring war graves have waked their sleepers, oped and led them forth by my so potent art. But this rough magic, I hear of Jor. And when I have requested some heavenly music, as even now I do, to work mine ends upon they for whom this charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it several fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. Solemn air, and the best comforter for an unsettled fancy. Cure thy mind, which useless spoiled it in thy brain. Stand thou there, for thou art spell stopped. Holy Gonzalo, honorable man, mine eyes even at the sight of mine fall fellowly drops. The charm begins to break, even as the morning steals upon the night, melting away the darkness. Oh, good Gonzalo, my true preserver and a loyal servant to him thou fallest. I will repay thy graces, both in word and in deed. Unkindly didst thou use me, Alonso, and my daughter, and thy brother was a furtherer in this, for which thou art now rightly pinched, Sebastian. Flesh and blood. My brother who did entertain ambition, disregard emotion, thou with Sebastian would here have killed your king. I forgive you. Unnatural that thou art. Their senses begin to restore, and the incoming tide will soon o'ertake the muddy earth. There's none of them that see me or would know me. Ariel, fetch that hat and rapier in my cell. I will discase me, and myself present as I was once Milan. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt soon be free.
suck I, in a cowslip's bell I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On the bat's back I do fly. After summer merrily, merrily, merrily shall I live now, under the blossom that hangs on the bough.
Well, that's my area. I shall miss thee, but thou shalt have freedom, so, to the king's ship in the harbor, speed thee. The mariners thou shalt find asleep, and the master and the boatswain being wakened, and force them to this place. Presently, I prithee.
I drink the air before me and return, or ere your post twice beat.
All torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. Some heavenly power guide us from this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero. For assurance that a living prince does speak to thee, I here embrace your bond, and bid you and all your fellows a hearty welcome.
Whether thou beest he or no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, as late I have been, I know not. Thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood. Since I have seen thee, the affliction of my mind amends, for I fear I have been held by a terrible madness. This must crave, and if it be at all a most strange story. Thy dukedom I resign, and entreat thou pardon me of my wrongs. But how should Prospero be living and be here?
First, honorable friend, oh, let me embrace thy age, whose honor cannot be contained or denied.
Whether this be or be not, I'll not swear.
Thou just still taste some subtleties of the island that will not allow you to believe certain things. My friends, I bid you welcome. But you, my brace of lords, I could pluck down his highness' frown upon thee and name thee traitor. At this time, I'll tell no tales.
The devil speaks in him.
No! For you, ungracious lord, for who to call brother would infect even my mouth. I do forgive your rankest faults, all of them, and do require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospero, give us particulars of thy preservation, how thou hast met us here, where not 3 hours hence we were racked upon this shore, where I have lost. How sharp the point of this remembrance. My dear son Ferdinand.
I am woe for it, sir.
Irreparable is the loss, and patience says 'tis beyond her cure.
I'd rather think you have not sought her aid. For the like loss I have her present aid, and find myself content.
You the like loss.
As great and as of late. For the like is supportive of the loss, have not the means so much as you to make it cause. For I have lost a daughter.
Would that they were both in Naples, the king and queen. That they were. I wish myself bedded in the ooze where my son Ferdinand lies. when didst thou lose thy daughter?
In this last tempest. I see these men are so struck with fancy, their breath is natural air. But howsoever your senses have abandoned you, know thus, that I am Prospero, and that same duke that wrongfully was thrust forth of Milan landed on this shore where thou wast racked to be the lord on it. Sir, liege, welcome. This cells my court. Attendants I have none, and subjects few abroad. Look closer. Since you have my dukedom restored, I should do for thee a gift as great to thee as thou to me, my dukedom.
Sweet lord, you play me false.
Oh, my dearest love, I would not for all the world.
High and for a score of kingdoms you should rankle, and I would call it fair play.
Be this some trick of the island, then one dear son shall I lose twice.
A most high miracle.
The seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
Now all the blessings of a glad father compass thee about. Arise, and tell me how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder! Look how many goodly creatures are there here. How beauteous mankind is. Brave new world that has such creatures in it.
It is new to thee.
What maid is this, with whom thou wast at play? Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours. Be she the goddess that severed us and has brought us back together?
Sir, she is mortal, but by immortal providence, she is mine. I chose her when I couldn't ask my father for his advice, nor thought I had one. She is the daughter of the famous duke, of whom I've so often heard renowned, but never before seen. Of whom I have received a second life, a second father, the lady makes him to me.
I am hers. Oh, how oddly it must sound that I must ask my child forgiveness.
Sir, there stop. Let us not burden our remembrance with a heaviness that's gone.
I have inly wept, or should have spoke ere this. Look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessed crown, for it was you who chalked forth the way which brought us hither.
I say amen, Gonzalo.
Was Milan thrust from Milan that his issue should become kings of Naples? Or rejoice beyond a common joy and set it down with gold on standing pillars? For in one voyage did Claribel her husband find in Tunis, and Ferdinand, her brother, found a wife where he himself was lost. Prospero, a dukedom on this poor isle, and all of us ourselves when no man was his own.
Give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow embrace his heart who doth not wish thee joy.
Be it so. Amen. Look, sir. Look, sir. Here is more of us. I prophesied that if there were a gallows on land, this boatswain could not drown. Now, hast thou no mouth on land? What is the news?
The best news is that we have safely found our king and company. The next our ship, which but 3 glasses since we gave out split, is tight and yare and as bravely rigged as when we first put out to sea.
Sir, all this service have I done since I went.
My tricksy spirit.
These are no natural occurrences. They strengthen from strange to stranger. Say how thou camest here.
Sir, if I did think I were well awake, I'd strive to tell you. We were dead asleep, and how we know not, clapped under hatches. For even now, with such strange and several noises of roaring, shrieking, howling, jingling chains, and more diversity of sounds, all horrible, we were awaked. Straightway at liberty to wear in all her trim, we freshly beheld our royal good and gallant ship, our master capering to eye her. On a trice, if it so please you, even in a dream, we were divided from them and brought moping hither.
Was it well done?
Bravely, my diligence, thou shalt be freed.
This is as strange a maze as e'er man trod. And there is business here that is beyond nature's conduct. We must seek an oracle to rectify our knowledge.
Sir, my liege, Do not infest your minds by dwelling too much on the strangeness of the business. In leisure I will, and I think it shall be to thy satisfaction, find in every happy accident that hath occurred. Till then, be glad and dwell within we have. Ariel, go fetch Caliban and his friend. Break the spell. How doth my lord? You have of your company some few odd fellows which you seem to have forgot.
Every man shift for all the rest. Let no one care for himself, for all is but fortune. Coratio, bully monster. Coratio.
If these be true spies which I have set in my head, this is a goodly sight.
Oh, Setibos, these be brave spirits indeed. How fine my master is. I am afraid he will chastise me.
But mark the badges of these two, my lord, and see if you know they. This misshapen beast, his mother was a witch that could control the moon, the ebb and flow without her command. These three have robbed me. And this one, he is a bastard born, has plotted with these two to take my life. Now, these two fools you must yourself know and own. For this thing of darkness, I here acknowledge mine.
I shall be pinched to death.
Is not this Stefano, my drunken butler? Oh, and Trinculo is reeling right. Wherefore found thou this grand liquor that hath gilded thee? How camest thou in this pickle?
Oh, I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last. But I fear me will never out of my bones. I will not fear a fly blowing.
How now, Stefano?
Oh, touch me not! For I am not Stefano, but a crab!
You would be king of the Isle, Sirrah?
I should have been a sore one then!
This is as strange a thing as e'er I have laid eyes on.
He is disproportioned in his mind as in his body. Get you, sir, to myself, and take your companions with you, as you would seek my pardon. Trim it handsome.
Aye, that I will, and I'll be wise hereafter, and seek for grace. What a thrice double ass was I to take this drunkard for a god and worship this dull fool.
Go to hence. Hence. And bestow your luggage where you found it.
Or stole it, rather.
Sir, I welcome you and all your train to my cell, where this night you shall take your rest, and I shall make in passing with every little bit of time, as I think shall go quickly, the story of my life, and every happening since I have come unto this isle. Then tomorrow, to your ship will I bring you, and thence to Naples, where I would see the nuptials of these our beloved solemnized. Henceforth will myself retire to Milan, where every third thought shall be my grave.
I long to hear the story of your life, though I imagine it falls quite strangely on the ear.
I will answer all, and promise you safe sailing, auspicious gales, and proper sails that shall catch your foreign fleet abroad. Ariel, that is thy charge. And then, to the elements, be free. Rather well. Please, you come near. Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have's my own, which is most faint. Now 'tis true, I must here be held by you, or sent to Naples. Let me not therefore dwell in this fair island by your spell, but release me from my bands by the gift of your good hands. Gentle breath of yours must fill my sails, or else my project fails, which was to please. Now, I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant, and my ending is despair, unless I be relieved by prayer, which pierces so that it assaults mercy itself and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardon be, let your indulgence set me